Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hecht Creative. Today we're going over the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Crab Mech Battle Playset from Jakks Pacific. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Crab Mech Battle Playset with Sonic and a big crab and pinching claws. We have Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic himself over here with some accessories and stuff. Why is Sonic inside the robot? Let's find out. The top has the logo as well as the same words and images we've seen in Shadow's eyeball. The bottom is the Jakks logo and a bunch of legalese you probably won't care about and the barcode in case you're looking for it in stores. One side is a really cool image of Shadow that I might just cut out. This is amazing and the box is really long. I had to move my camera back. And the other side is more of Shadow's eyeballs as well as what this playset is along with the movie logo. And on the back we also have the Crab Mech battling Sonic over here as well as it fitting a 2.5-inch figure and some trapdoor stuff on the bottom as well with an extendable eye as well as pinching claws. That's awesome. As well as showing who else is available that I previously reviewed. Now let's open up this Crab Mech battle playset and see what's inside. And opening up the box we see that this crab is actually buildable. And taking stock in everything we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs, Sonic, the head, as well as the 2 pinchy claws. And taking everything out of the bags is pretty simple. They are taped, so just, move your finger in there and take the legs out one by one. It really shouldn't be that difficult. Just trying to find where the seams are and prying at them is the way to go. Getting everything out of their bags. And I like how these are actually bagged. They won't really chip except against each other, which is kind of ironic, seeing as these bags do just that in a way, and the tape is kind of cumbersome too. And lastly, taking Sonic out of his bag, it's fine, I guess, and very cute, this little Sonic here. We've seen this Sonic before in a different review, but I do like this one, I think, slightly better than the previous, actually. He has less of that kind of worried, sad look to him and more of a hopeful look. I actually like this face a bit better than the one I just reviewed. There are a couple paint mishaps in the eyes though, it's kind of a shame. And looking at the paint, it's actually pretty good on this. The coloration is nice too, and the seam lines are fine. I like the mouth, it looks much nicer too. The body itself looks pretty good. I like the paint on here too, and the hands look nice. We have an open hand as well as a holding hand. And the articulation for the head can go all the way around. It's a little sticky sometimes. It's a little bit of pivot, kind of maybe. I don't know, it looks cool. And for the arms going up pretty far and down pretty far and then all the way around, works well for these. It's nice articulation, but I wish somehow they can get wrists. That'd be great. And the legs look nice. The feet look pretty good. The paint is nice on them too, and no little codes in the back. I like that a lot, actually. There is a little dot of something over here I could just probably figure out right over here. Kind of like try to take that off with some squishy scratches. It's not working. Oh no! But for articulation, doing a left and right swivel over here, and then you get up over there and back over here, looking really good. And that's kind of it. Nothing for the feet. Why is there like for the feet? It's kind of a shame. Oh, there's a little tag back there. That's cool. And on the bottom, you get 2 pegholes as well as some great, really nicely done texturing on that. It's a nice figure. I kind of like it. I'm warming up to this. And now to assemble our crab. There's 8 identical ports in the bottom and 6 identical legs. Just place them into the bottom very easily. There's no instructions, I don't think, for this, so it's pretty simple to do. And very fun, actually, taking this whole thing together. It's pretty neat. It's kind of hard to get a couple of the legs in. You gotta really push in there so they pop in on that. And as for these claws, you want the screws to be facing upwards when at least putting them in like this. They should fit better, but also look better when flipping them over. And now that he's all set and we can flip him over, we have... Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. And taking a look at this giant crab mech, it is gorgeous. I love the sort of off black brownish color they use for the interior. Then the white looks nice too. We have some sort of tampo details on here too, looking really nice. And that eyeball in the center is just really super cool. I love it. And getting a closer look at the main body, the sculpturing is really nicely done. I love the shininess too of this black. It's great. And these little ports are really cool too. Again, that weird off black is so nice. I like it better than actual black on this. And going a little higher to the top, we have a little vent over here that's cool. Probably to see out of or something. And we do have some more texturing over here as well. It looks really nice. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. And oh, thrusters! As well as a little coat on the back that I think probably just might be something that I can work around. It actually looks like it's part of the whole thing in a weird way. Continuing upwards from the thrusters, we do have a hinge over here that actually looks kind of nice. It works out well for this piece, and this seam is cool. It's alright, I guess. It looks very good. I'm not sure what's going on over here, some paint mishap or whatever, but I guess it's okay. But going from a full-on view, I gotta say, this is really nicely done, this whole carapace of the crab. It's just excellent. And taking a look at the crab leg over here, it comes up nicely with some cool workings underneath and a gear over here, as well as some more pistons and everything. Going down to another gear over here, as well as some more scary kind of grabby things. I'm not sure what they're called. They're kind of creepy. They're like buzzsaws or something, coming down to a point over here that's really nicely done over there, as well as some more outward texture, and then some more gear over here. Coming back up to basically the same kind of thing, just differently sided, and we come back over here, and it's all really nicely done. I gotta say, this is a really well sculpted and painted piece. And each leg is the same kind of thing. I do love how they all look, and they have a little idiosyncrasies. Some of them are a little bit looser, some of them are a little bit tighter, and some of them just look better, I guess, in the paint, but they're all really cool. And on the arm, we have some really nicely sculpted pieces that go into the main body, as well as coming outwards. I love this white over here, as well as the black coming there as well. And finally, coming over to the claw itself, we have some more of those little buzzsaw things on the inside to destroy and grind, as well as a nicely done sculpt for this. And that off brown is there again. Not a nitpick, but a necessity. There has to be screws in this, so at least they made it so you can have it like this and not be seen with those screws, but even though it's a robot, it fits. And for some quick articulation, you can move the legs down and then up as well as swivel them. Each one can do that, and it's nice to position them in different ways for different poses. And the arm can move at the wrist over here, as well as swivel, and then move up and down, as well as swivel pretty much over here. It's a nice range of motion for this piece. The eyeball can also be pulled out a little bit with some force. It's a little rubbery too, and it even pulls out really far, actually. I like how this looks. The inside sculpting is really nice. They wasted no details on this. It's astounding. And even having the giant crab mech's eyeball out of its socket might be the weak point that Sonic needs to hit for massive damage. You can also press this button right here, and it opens the claw up. It's very nicely done, and I think would have been better than having an actual posable claw instead of this really neat and nifty action feature. Here are the claws holding Movie 2 and Movie 3 Sonic. Here are the claws holding Movie 2 Tails and Pilot Tails. Here are the claws holding Movie 2 and Movie 3 Knuckles. Here are the claws holding Movie 2 Supersonic and Movie 2 Robotnik. And here are the claws holding Movie 3 Shad... Oh. Okay. You can also flip the top up with a fingernail and lift this up. The inside is sculpted really nicely over here as well, with some control panels and stuff. And you could place a 2.5-inch figure here, or maybe here. Stuff them all in there. And they did sculpt this interior really nicely. I like it a lot. Maybe a catapult? I don't know. That'd be really cool if they did that. And shining a flashlight in here reveals some more details that are pretty hard to see with a camera, but it's super nicely put in the detail and effort to make this happen. Good job, Jakks. You can also fit basically anyone inside the cockpit. It works really well for this, and there's even room in the back for someone who wants to sit in the back, I guess. And the underside looks really cool. There's also a hatch over here. It looks really great. It can open up to reveal a trap door. That's pretty interesting and nice for this. Maybe an escape route, but I do love the molding down here. And by placing the arms down as much as possible, as well as pulling in the legs a little bit for each section, you can get this to be in trapdoor mode. By opening both the top and the bottom hatches, you can get a figure to fall through, namely Sonic in this case, and he falls through very nicely. And I do like the design of the interior door itself. This outcropping, though, is kind of weird. It kind of messes with the trapdoor function of characters falling through, so there's that. And you can also place Robotnik here for his grand reveal. And the crab mech stands at about 5¼ inches tall or so, with a width of about 11 inches wide. And from front to back, at least in real life, about a foot long or so. Here is the Crab Mech next to Sonic from movie 3, Tails from movie 2, Supersonic from movie 2, Robotnik from movie 2, Knuckles from movie 3, and Shadow from movie 3. They all look really nicely in scale, and even though I think the Crab Mech will be twice, maybe 3 times as big in the film, this is still a great adversary for Sonic and friends to fight. Overall, a giant enemy Crab Mech. Sonic is a figure we've seen before. I do like this one a little bit better for some reason though, and I think it's because that code isn't on the back of the foot, so if you want that one, get this. The Crab Mech is amazing, another marvel that Jakks has made, similar to the other mechs of old like the Death Egg robot from the games and movies. This one is definitely a winner. I appreciate all the functions they put into it. I didn't expect the legs to move at all, and the trapdoor and cockpit openings are great. I love the color scheme of this thing. It's very simple and eloquent, and that pinching mechanic is just amazing. I do hope that in the future, Jakks focuses their efforts on making more playsets like this that focus on a vehicle or a mech instead of a place we've been to a million times. If you're a fan of giant robots, crabs, or the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie that's coming on December 20th, then you'll love this figure. It's excellent. I highly recommend getting it. I have no other words. It's basically perfect. But make no mistake, don't be a crab. Get this mech in a pinch. So which Eggman or movie Robotnik mech is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.